question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Yellow Jackets will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe two-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
They'll give to Frazier. Stop right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Georgia Tech's offense will now get its first chance with the football. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for the edge. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
On the option. Keeps it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Finds his target. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Got him on the RPO. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for space. It's Alexander. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The give to the single back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Makes his man miss. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll give to Frazier. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Gets open down the middle.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets rid of it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. They'll send the back in motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Fights off a defender. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it. tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Keeps it himself. Quarterback keep. He's past the marker. There's some room. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Hosley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to get the corner. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Scooped it! Scored it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Yellow Jackets sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up in the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Sees an alley. Crosses the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. Keeps it, looking for the edge. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The give. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On the option. Now the pitch. Pass to 6. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Got a little space. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Run in the red zone, it's Maddox. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the back. Pulls it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Georgia using its final. Here, the brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The fake wants to throw. Left side is Frazier. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw at Stockton. Extending the play. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Georgia sends out the punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Long way to go on second down. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right side, it's Maddox. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. The 10, touchdown Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia Tech sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Motion from the wideout. RPO complete. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 14 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the home squad in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with the Yellow Jackets head coach. They are so frustrated with how they're performing right now. The third quarter has got to be a major turnaround for his team. He said, we've been composed all season, but right now we are not playing our brand of football. Ball security, communication, all been an issue in this hostile environment. He said the change has to happen right now. I'll let you know if they're able to turn things around down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Keeps it himself. First down, he'll keep it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a crease. It's Hosley. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to pass, it's Grimes. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught on the RPO. And it's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw again. Out wide left, it's Frazier. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Frazier. Could not make his way to the corner.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Grimes. Finds his back in the middle. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They give it to him again.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Play action on first down. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Buying time to his right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Sells to run, looking to pass. Turns it upfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Trying to get the corner. Pulls it on the option. The handoff. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Wants to throw. It's Grimes. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On first down, Nate Frazier. Defense all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working that left side now. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Still looking. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Defense in press coverage. They'll go with Frazier. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they own this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Scanning the field, it's Grimes. Reels it in. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Right side, it's May. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Hits inside, it's Hosley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
2nd and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Left side is Harris. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Addison. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Sets his feet, it's Grimes. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got him downfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Gets the back moving. They'll give to Frazier. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.